got your back.
We kill or be killed.
Run! I gotta finish this.
You're under arrest. Wrong place, wrong time.
I'm gonna be the guy that's gonna kill you. I'm not going anywhere. This is my farm.
What up? Hey,
There he is.
so much. How are you?
What's up, James? Jeff in Las Vegas. Good morning.
Awesome. I was just in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago.
How much you lose?
I actually, believe it or not, won. I just randomly, and I don't know how this happens, but 3 times in the same day hit the jackpot on the slot machines.
Wow. Well, congratulations. I always tell people they don't keep building more hotels because they win, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't know how it happened. I just like got lucky, I guess. But I mean, it wasn't like jackpot. It was like,
Right.
you know, like $1,500, but still, it's like, hey, it's pretty cool.
Well, good for you. Thanks for visiting Las Vegas. We appreciate it. And thank you.
Yeah, I love Las Vegas. Sorry, my cat's joining the interview. He's excited.
Absolutely. More the merrier. Thanks for joining me to talk about Survive the Game, you know? Drug bust gone bad. Chasing
Yeah.
to Chad Michael Murray's farm. He's a vet with PTSD and suffering the loss of his family. That's the most dangerous type of soldier, isn't it?
It is, yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a man with nothing to lose, you know, and I think Chad makes that very clear in the movie, and I think Chad's pretty badass in this film. So it was great working with him, and I think he really goes above and beyond in the movie.
And this is one of those films where there's so many henchmen. You're just like, you have like a bingo card. Who's going to get it next? You know,
Yeah,
and how they're going to get it. So I love when you just populate this movie with a bunch of henchmen. You're just waiting for them to be picked off one by one. I think my favorite henchman in this movie is that Joker and Harley Quinn couple. You know, and that's how I saw it.
Yeah, Mickey and Violet. Yeah, Zach Ward, who plays Mickey, I've worked with so many times. He's so much fun to work with, and I think he's great in it. And I think Kate Katzman is a lot of fun as well. I think, you know, they really brought it and they went for it. And you know, I think like the movie's a lot of fun because like all the characters are supposed to like hark back to like movies that I enjoy. And so like, you know, it's I thought it was a lot of fun to be able to have something that was just like a straight up like 90s throwback film where it doesn't take itself too seriously. You have some laughs, you have some great action, and it's just a lot of fun.
Well, I was going to say, because, you know, you have really stupid gangsters in this. So it was nice to have the levity in the movie. I mean, some of them guys didn't even bring their own gun. I mean, how do you go on a hit without it? So was the humor in the script, or was that something you kind of let them improv? Or
so the humor was there was some humor in the script, and then I enhanced on top of it because I was like, let's make this fun. Like I wanted to make it light. Like it's, mind you, like if you're listening or watching this, the movie is action packed. So when I say light, like, you know, there's still nonstop action, but like I wanted laughs in between because like, you know, movies like Lethal Weapon, like all these movies that like I grew up liking, you know, Demolition Man, like they were funny. They were really funny, and then they had some great action. And I just liked like the idea of making that 90s throwback Joel Silver like action movie that like we all loved, and I don't really see get made anymore. Like you don't see movies like that anymore. It's more like this dark, brooding, Dark Knight type of action movie.
yeah, definitely, man. Wesley Snipes, who could forget his humor in Demolition Man, right?
Yeah.
You had lots of hand-to-hand combat in this movie. How do you prepare for those scenes? Did you have a good stunt coordinator? Because sometimes you had more than one battle going on in a barn or something, and it was like, it was complicated.
Yeah, we had a great stunt coordinator and great stunt team. Raul was our stunt coordinator, and Monica, Jonathan, and Leo were our doubles, and they really went for it. They were fantastic. They really brought it, and we had some amazing fights in the movie, I think. And I think people will be surprised. Like these are not quick little fights. Like these things go on, and they go from like room to room, and like, you know, going through tables, being held out windows. Like these are some long fights, you know.
And budget-wise for your movie, since this is a low-budget film, you really economized by having the movie in one location, this isolated farm. And where did you find that? Because you really feel like you're in the middle of nowhere with like no hope whatsoever.
So we shot the movie in Puerto Rico, and that drone shot in the opening of the movie where, you know, you're coming up to the farm, like that's not stock, that's the real farm. So like it's really that isolated. Like we didn't take out anything. So like, you know, it really, when we say like it felt like it was like, you know, isolated, it was isolated. It took us an hour and a half every day like to get to that farm. It was out in the middle of, you know, the mountains in Puerto Rico.
I was thinking Costa Rica, but I was close, you know, so
yeah.
A little more to the east. And talk about the shooting schedule, because the movie moves fast, you know, so I was thinking you probably were just like moving along too with the shooting schedule on this.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fast and furious shooting schedule, like, you know, nonstop action, so nonstop shooting. Like we were, you know, the whole thing was a blur, but I had an amazing crew and the cast that was super awesome, and everybody really went for it, and you know, everybody went above and beyond for the movie, and I think it shows on screen.
All right, the big elephant in the room, Bruce Willis. I mean, wow. I mean, talk about a feather in your cap, casting him. What was he like to work with? Because he gave us classic Willis, "Hey, asshole," you know, all those just, you know, you could just hear the audience cheering, you know, when that's what he's there for, right?
So that's the thing that I really love, like, is like, you know, like Bruce was great to work with, and Bruce did classic Bruce in this movie, and I think that's like the thing. Like, I'm excited for people to see it and think about it, because like I feel like Bruce does in this movie what you want to see Bruce do in a lot of movies, and I've seen a lot of like the action movies that he's been doing over the past few years, and he you know, I feel like this one more than most like really plays towards like what you want to see Bruce doing. Like he's talking shit to the bad guys. He's letting them know, like, you know, I'm going to kill you over and over again. Like he's giving those Bruce one-liners. Bruce threw those in, like a lot. Some of those weren't scripted, and Bruce was like, I'm going to say this. I was like, yeah, do it. Like we were having a blast. You know, and it was cool. Like, you know, Bruce saying, oh, can I, you know, say this thing to talk shit to the guy? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Like, why would I say no? It's like, it was awesome. And he was great to work with. And the, you know, the one-liners are, I think, you know, that's what Bruce is known for. Like the, "Hey, asshole," or like, I got shot today.
That little that smirk, you know.
Yeah. The Bruce Willis smirk, the looks, the steely look. He's, you know, I think he's fun in the movie, and I really hope people enjoy what he does.
Absolutely, man, James. Congratulations on the movie, action film we haven't seen in a long time. The humor and the action in it. So good job on that. And thanks for visiting Vegas. Come back soon, man. We'd love to have you.
Hey, I want to. I love Vegas. It's great over there. So I'd love to be back soon.
All right, man. Congratulations. Let's talk again soon, buddy.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. Take care.